Oh my. Episode
You saw
4.
that coming.
I really, truly did not.
We're talking about fear, y'all.
We're talking about straight up fear. I hope you're scared. Honestly, this sound. Okay,
Can't be that scared.
Cut the freaking intro. This is Sharice.
This is Jay.
And you're listening to
The
Twin
Twin
Tapes.
Tapes.
Prepare to be scared. It's the Twin Tapes. We just made you do a double take. Double take. Double take. It's the Twin Tapes. And we sitting at a table for two. Ooh. Was that like, did that sound as if it were to be a sound from a scary movie?
No.
It was too good, right? Should I have done?
Maybe that.
That was better, right?
That was better. Not that first one.
Fear. I'm scared thinking
Yikes.
about it. I'm scared right now. Like, just a little
Yikes.
bit. Like, if I were to have a fear radar with the needle.
A meter?
From
A fear meter?
A fear meter from 0 to 100. Right now, I'd give myself about a 20. Just because I'm not really sure, like, you know, what we're going to talk about and if I'm going to be scared at all.
Yeah, we gotta preface this. Sharice is scared of dumb stuff. You know? Nah. She just be getting scared.
I'm scared. Today is all about fear.
We're talking about fear,
This
y'all.
is part 1 of a 2-part topic. And our topic is fear. Halloween. Candy. Trick or treat, smell my feet. Give me something good to eat.
Ghost, ghouls, goblins,
Witches, warlocks, and
wolves.
Wolves.
Yeah.
That's Halloweeny. What was your favorite part of Halloween as a kid growing up?
Terrifying the neighborhood kids and stealing all their candy. Nah, my favorite part about Halloween growing up was, probably the candy aspect.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the night, especially coming home and comparing how much candy we each had. It was a secret competition, and I just wanted to have more candy.
Yes, definitely.
That we barely got to eat because our mom would filter it out, and we barely have any candy to eat.
First of all, I know everybody's parent took candy for themselves. Like, that was just part of the agreement. Like, they understood the assignment.
Right.
They were taking some of your candy, period.
Whack.
Was whack, you know? Like, you really worked hard for that candy. Like, you practiced your
Really-
trick or treat in the mirror and in front of your friends.
Practice
and
ringing imaginary
doorbells. Had your costume game on fleek.
Exactly.
Just to come home and be like, yep, I'm taking that Kit Kat, that Crunch Bar, and that Nestle. And it's like, whoa.
But
why
it's
are
like
you just
only got one Kit Kat.
Why are you taking all the chocolate, though? The chocolate's the best part.
Nah, for real? No, the Skittles, the Nerds, anything but the chocolate was the best part for me.
I liked a good Kit Kat. Kit Kat is my favorite chocolate.
Didn't know that.
Candy, I would have to, it's a tie between a Blow Pop and a Skittle, for sure.
Interesting.
For sure.
No, give me something that can stick to my teeth.
Give me something good to eat.
Maybe give me some Skittles.
Stick to your teeth?
Yeah, give
That's
me some.
enjoyable?
Give me some Skittles. Give me some dots.
Not a dot. You like dots.
I want that
wait.
candy to stick to my teeth so I have a snack for later on.
No. Dots are the absolute worst because of that reason.
Give me a freaking Nerds rope. Give me a Twizzler. Give me something chewy.
I'm stuck on the dot. Like that dot.
And that dot is stuck
sticking
on
to
my
that-
teeth.
Like that girl was stuck on Band-Aid brand because Band-Aid stuck on her.
I am stuck on Band-Aid brand, his Band-Aid stuck on me.
That dot was stuck.
And that was
Oh my god.
delicious.
That's the candy was definitely one of my favorite parts as well. Candy, and for me, it was dressing up. Give me a wig.
Not
Give
that.
me some little heels. Give me a prop, okay?
A
Give
prop.
me a good costume.
Okay, a
I'm
good costume.
here for the dress up.
Okay.
I also enjoyed the Halloween music.
Okay.
A little Monster Mash, you know.
Did the Monster Mash.
A little.
Nothing like a good
was a
third grade
treehouse.
class party featuring Monster Mash on repeat in the background.
Like, there's nothing better than getting your, eighth of a slice of pizza, a juice box. It's the entire last period. So we're missing school, time off from school.
we're missing
You get
school.
to dress up.
We're day drinking in class. We're having
Day
juice.
drink, juice from the early morning. Capri Suns out the wazoo. Kool-Aid's
We're
out the
having
wazoo.
pizza and cookies that never go together, but
No.
always went together when you're a kid.
Cookies with hella frosting that you probably licked just the frosting.
Literally.
You didn't eat the cookie.
I forgot about those cookies.
And
those cookies were frosting on top of dough.
It
Those
was
cookies were
juice and soda
Yeah.
with pizza and all the desserts and candy you could think of. With Monster Mash playing in the background and everybody showing up in their Halloween
in their
best.
Halloween best.
In their Halloween best. That was the class parties were A1.
Of course, because when you're a kid, I mean, that's what you're looking forward to.
Halloween. Where a kid can be a kid.
Where a kid can be a kid. You're flexing in your costume at
You're
school.
You're like, Mom, it's September 20th. When are we going to get my Halloween? The Spirit Halloween opened last week. When are we going? It was that type of energy.
When you're a kid.
Halloween was just fun.
It was fun.
And then there was this unspoken about shift from fun to fear. And now I'm a tween, and everybody wants to go on a haunted hayride.
Right.
And everyone wants to go to Fright Fest and go to an abandoned prison that hasn't had residents since the 1920s. Like, when is the shift from fun to fear?
The shift.
I think it's about tweeny.
It's definitely
11 to 13 is when I'm trying to scare you instead of give you my extra lollipop because I know you like the green. Or
Right.
like, here's my blue Jolly Rancher. Blue raspberry's my favorite.
Right.
Wink, wink.
Right. No, definitely the tween years. Because now it's not about, like you said, it's not really about fun. It's about,
Straight up fear.
I want to see you scared.
Like, no.
And I think that's funny.
I think it's funny to see you scared.
Yes.
That's what I can't mess with about Halloween because people will take my fear as a joke. And I'm
Yes.
genuinely scared.
They're using your fear
Right.
to make you scared.
And that's just cruel. First off, can I just say that that's just cruel? With whatever you do. Like, if you know that something bothers you and you're that person that will do that thing that bothers someone because you know it bothers them.
Right.
It's the same on Halloween, but it's amplified.
Oh, it's definitely
It's
amplified.
like, oh, you're a scaredy cat? Well, now I'm just going to scare you.
Now I'm just going to scare you because I think it's funny.
Any opportunity to scare you.
Right.
How absolutely rude of you.
So you would never go on a haunted hayride or... do you do any Halloween activities? Like, I don't know you like that.
That's right. Yeah, you're a new guest on my podcast, so I have to tell you
Dead.
everything about me. Absolutely not. No haunted hayrides.
Have you ever?
I've never done a haunted hayride. No Fright Fest. Never been a Fright Fest. I have no
my
interest, no
gosh.
desire.
Live a little.
I'm not going to your asylum, your Brighton asylums, your haunted house, your maze, your haunted maze. Anything with haunted in front of it, I'm not doing it. If it's a fall activity, I'll go pick some pumpkins.
We not talking
I'll
about
go-
pumpkin patch picking.
I'll go I'll go through the corn maze on a Sunday at 12 noon. I'll go to the orchard.
We're not going to the orchard. We're not having apple cider donuts afterwards. We're not shopping in the farmer's market and seeing what they got. No.
Yeah,
We're
that's
doing fear-based Halloween activities
Fear-based
to shake you
activities?
to your core and give you nightmares for the next week.
No, I'm not coming.
And then we're watching every Halloween under the sun because they have like 20 now. Right. And that's what it's about. Oh, I completely forgot.
What?
The scary movies. That was one of my favorite parts. Or it still
Oh.
is.
As a child, you enjoyed scary films?
Well, yes. Didn't you know that?
I'm thinking of when we were like 7. I'm
Okay.
thinking of
when I was
second
still
grade.
scared. Got it.
Right, second grade class party. I'm like, you liked scary movies? But obviously, you know, tween to teen. Yes,
Oh,
I know
I
you liked scary movies.
Love scary movies.
And you were
But
one
I-
of the people that would exacerbate my fear.
Yes.
Which,
but
cool.
but I used to be scared of them though. That's the thing. I used to be scared.
When? When were you scared?
Probably like around 8 and stuff. Do you remember that show that we watched one time, The Nightmare Room?
First of all right. My fear meter just went up.
Okay.
I'm now at a 40. The name sounds familiar, but I'm not really sure. You can give me a brief, non-scary description. Go.
Brief, non-scary description. I mean, it is an old show. I mean, I barely remember it,
Oh,
but
God.
I distinctly remember it because that was like one of the first times I was scared watching a video. But it was this old TV show, The Nightmare Room, and just briefly, it was about this kid in high school, and a doll just kept showing up like everywhere.
Oh my God, that's literally so scary. No more. We cannot talk about
Got it. But anyway, I say all that to say, your reaction? Me at 8. I was scared.
Oh my God.
I was scared. I had nightmares growing.
Nightmares on Elm Street?
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. Couldn't go to sleep. But what got me out of my fear of scary movies, at least, is I was watching some behind the scenes of some scary movie, and I just saw all the film crew, all the cameras,
Hella
everybody
cameras.
on set, and I'm like, wow. And I
Yeah.
was young at that point. I was like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or something.
Okay.
And I watched this behind the scenes clip of how they made this movie, and I was like, oh my God. There's mad people around.
People,
like
cameras,
that's not
equipment.
scary.
Yeah. I mean, 100%. When you look at it like that
Right.
and focus on, well, the doll's not popping up. There's a string, an invisible string attached
Yeah.
to her, and someone's operating that string.
And about 90 other folks in the room.
Right, yeah.
So I just kept thinking about that, and I'm like, I'm not scared. In fact, I started thinking stuff is whack.
Oh, God. Not you freaking blasting a movie at 10. Like, this is corn.
No,
Next.
seriously. So yeah, I'm no longer scared of scary movies. In fact, I love them, and I think it's hilarious that you don't like anything scary like that.
Well, you know what? It's not freaking hilarious. Like, it's like not funny.
But I've been to Brighton Asylum though.
I remember.
Now that though,
Scary?
scary.
Like, I'm
because
not.
because that's real life fear. Like I can look at a movie and be like, "Bitch, run,
Right. Run, fool. Are you?
run."
Of course, your shoelace is untied and you trip, and you take
Like-
80 years to retie. No, the shoe's coming off. I'm running one shoe on, one shoe off.
Come
Like,
on,
let's be
move.
But the Brighton Asylum was too real for you.
Because it was real.
Right.
That was too real for me because it
It
was
was real.
too real.
So it was an abandoned asylum that they
I don't
do
know
tours
about
of?
that. I don't know
like,
about
what was
that.
it?
So, well, it's a venue. Is it a real asylum?
Got it.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I have no clue,
Yeah.
but they fix it up to be quote unquote an asylum. And yeah, I went years ago. I went maybe 4 years ago.
Okay.
And yeah, I mean there was a lot of people. They were only letting people in like if you were a party of 2.
Yeah.
Like you were tagging along with another group.
Yeah.
But it was maybe like I don't know, not a lot of people going in at once. Maybe like
5?
7.
Oh, okay. That's still a decent size
depending
group.
on your party. Yeah. So like if you were a party of 10, like all y'all are going in.
Right.
They're not really going to split you up.
Yeah.
But like I said, party of 2, you're tagging along with someone.
Exactly.
The line was long, and I just remember seeing people, not even seeing it, but I mean hearing people screaming,
At the
screaming
top of their lungs.
at the top of their lungs. And
that's
then,
an issue for me because I can't scream. I actually, again, my one friend, you know who you are. I literally can't scream. Like, my voice octave just doesn't go that high.
Right.
So in a
So
situation
no
of
one would hear you.
pure fear, terror, panic, Sharice can't make a sound. Don't make a sound. Shoot. Like, that might as well be my scream.
Right.
I can't scream.
That's
Like, that sounds better than my real scream.
problematic, Sharice. Problematic.
Exactly.
Problematic.
I'm never paying money
Right. Paid good money.
for someone to scare me.
But interestingly enough, it was like I went that one time and I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. And I enjoy scary stuff.
Yeah.
And I was
But
good.
that was too scary for you.
It wasn't too scary,
Were
but it
you
was
one
it
of
was
the
like it was first of all, in my friend group, I was the last person.
Oh God.
I was the last person.
You had to go single file?
Well, I mean, so it's a walkthrough, so it's not necessarily single file.
'Cause
Like
I can't be
you
in the
can walk
back.
you can walk next to someone, of
Yeah,
course.
That's why I was asking.
But I was in the back, and all right, so they'll let your party go in, and then maybe 3 or 5 minutes later they're letting the next person go in. So you are solely with your party.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's dark.
No.
Things are popping out anywhere, and then it's like if they know you're scared,
Yeah.
they're targeting you. You would do good in it because you can't make a sound. They don't know you're scared. They're not gonna target
First
you.
of all, I don't have to make a sound and they'll know I'm scared.
That stuff was scary. So it's like walkthroughs. It's like like a car wash.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
how like your car goes like there's like bodies hanging from the ceiling.
Absolutely not.
People popping up out of stuff that I didn't even know was like a window.
Right.
I was scared. And then there was a part where you walk through and you can either crawl through this pitch black thing, or you can walk around. Obviously, I walked around. I was not gonna crawl in the dark.
In an enclosed space.
They're already scaring me and I can see them.
Right.
Are you out of your mind?
That gives me touch tunnel vibes
then
from the Liberty Science Center.
to-
I cried my way out of that one in the third grade.
so to get out as the last, like a little attraction they had, it was a slide and then someone with a chainsaw chasing you out of the asylum.
Oh.
That was scary.
And you knew it was coming.
You knew it was coming because you can see it online.
Oh.
Like the guy is out there.
No.
With the chainsaw chasing you when you get off the slide.
Yeah, so I take from that, I will never do that ever in my life.
$1 million. Sharice, go to Brighton Asylum.
No.
$1 million.
I'm not doing it. What don't you understand? I'm not going.
Sharice.
Jay. Jay.
Wait. Sharice, $1 billion.
$1 billion.
Hold up. I'm not even done yet.
I'm repeating what you're saying.
Got it. $1 billion. We're eradicating, eliminating.
Okay, I get it.
Your debt.
$1 billion plus the eradication of the debt?
Yes, on top of the $1 billion.
Okay.
You go to Brighton Asylum.
I'm not going.
You're bugging.
Okay, let me bug. Let me while.
Wow.
I'm not going.
That's crazy.
I am scared. I was in college. I had a roommate. You know who you are. She used to scare me for no reason.
Oh, that's cool.
I'd be sitting on the couch, and I'd literally freak out. I literally had to walk out of the apartment one day because I was so upset because she just loved to scare me because she knew I was scared.
Because she knows
so
Sharice
if I
is
could
scared.
You think I'm gonna walk through
for $1 billion?
A haunted asylum and people are gonna sense my fear when I'm on the way there? No. So let's talk about, okay, this is Halloween fears. Let's talk about real life fears.
Real life fears.
What you scared of?
Well,
'Cause-
I have an actual real life fear.
I'm scared. Listen,
Face.
like, what is this actual real life fear?
Sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah.
Let's say it again.
Sleep paralysis. Yikes.
Sleep
That is
paralysis.
scary. No, that's scary.
If you guys don't know, sleep paralysis is the temporary inability to move or speak that usually occurs to someone upon falling asleep or during sleep.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God. That's so scary.
I know.
It's happened to me.
Wait, has it?
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that you experienced
Multiple
sleep paralysis.
times.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. How young were you when it happened to you? Like,
well,
the
I don't
first
know
time?
I don't know the first time.
Oh, okay.
I just know that this happened to me like recently.
What?
This has happened to me multiple times.
That's-
I've experienced sleep paralysis.
Wow.
And it's scary each and every time.
Oh, it's terrifying because when I didn't know what sleep paralysis was,
Yeah.
I was experiencing it. I started experiencing sleep paralysis. Maybe like 14.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it was like I'm sleeping, and then you know how you naturally wake up.
Yeah.
I would be aware that I'm awake. My
Mhm.
mind is awake. Like I'm
Mhm.
no longer in sleep
Right.
mode. Like I'm awake, but I couldn't move.
You straight up can't move a muscle.
I couldn't move.
Mm-hmm. And then you can't call out for help because you can't
And
talk.
all I wanted to do was call out for help.
Yeah, like someone move me, please.
No, like touch me,
Yeah.
shove me, slap me in the face, throw some water on me, please. And I couldn't.
People, please help me.
I couldn't move.
It's straight up scary.
But I pay attention to patterns, so I realized
Okay, observer.
that I only get sleep paralysis when I sleep on my back. And that's why I don't sleep on my back.
Mm-hmm.
No, not my back, my stomach. I'm sorry,
Okay.
my stomach. I only get sleep paralysis when I sleep on my stomach. So I can only sleep on my stomach if I'm
Taking a
not,
nap?
yeah, or, no, not even taking a nap, because I really don't take naps.
Yeah, you're right.
If I'm not in REM, so like I'm so aware of it now that I'm never falling asleep on my stomach. That's not happening. Like
You don't.
like you know how like you'll
Yes.
lay down, and maybe your eyes will be
First of
closed, but
all,
you're not sleeping.
I know when you fall asleep and it's not on your damn stomach. It's when you're on the couch snoring when we're trying to watch a TV show. And all I just see is Jay over there. Jesus, so I know you don't fall asleep on your stomach. But yes, sleep paralysis is extremely scary.
Extremely.
Didn't know you have a fear of it.
Well, I'm scared of it because I know how scared I was.
Yeah.
When it would happen. And it
Yeah.
would happen to me so much, and it's like I didn't know that was a thing. Like I didn't know
What it was.
I didn't know that anybody else experienced it. So I
Wow,
remember
that must have in itself been scary, realizing like,
yes.
what is this? I don't even know if this is a thing, and am I the only one?
Right, and it was hard to articulate, but it's literally the definition. Like
Right.
I couldn't move in my sleep, and I wanted to. And I remember I expressed it to our dad one time, and he was like, "I get that too." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, like this is legit real. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, like, you gave this to me."
Is it hereditary? That'd be interesting to look up.
Don't know, but yeah, that's one of my fears: sleep paralysis. So now I never sleep on my stomach ever, and never will. Ever.
Not you adamant about tummy time? No,
Not tummy time.
like a baby. Babies have tummy time. That's what you call it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Anywho,
Anywho, yeah,
I'm
what's
scared
some of your fears?
of unknown, uncertainty.
Okay. Fear the unknown.
Fear the unknown, a little bit.
The only thing we have to fear
Is
fear itself.
fear itself.
Frankie Roosevelt, baby.
That's right, Frank. But yeah, just like not knowing, especially we talked about this in episode 1, not really knowing what we want to do, still trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
That scares me a little bit.
But what exactly?
Not knowing where I'm going to end up.
Got
like
it,
me
got it.
picturing 10 years down the road and I'm like, I don't know what that looks like.
Same.
35? What does 35 look like? That's insane.
I often think about that too.
And that's a little scary.
Yeah.
That I don't know what that looks like. So while I'm trying to plan out and see what I like, see what I don't like, the fact that 35 blank. That's slightly concerning.
A white canvas.
While I know things are going to figure themselves out, it's still just like, I have no idea what that is going to look like. That's scary.
Right. I think that's an interesting point because even up until now, I didn't think my life was going to look like this at all.
100%.
So to that point, it's like, yes, of course. I have no clue what... I don't even know what 30 looks like for me.
Yeah.
30 years old.
And that's not old.
Like, but I don't know
what that looks
I'm like. And some people are like, well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this degree. And I'm going to be in New York City. And I'm going to, I'm just like.
Me and my husband are finally going to be in our new apartment with our dog, Jerry. And Jerry's going to have a friend named Max across the street. And we're.
Right, and
gonna
PTA
open up
meetings and
we're,
school board and carpooling on
Johnny
Saturdays.
will be 5 by that point, so we'll probably be trying for one more.
Right, like some people have that all mapped out.
And I'm like, I don't know what next month looks like.
Can't relate.
To be honest.
So that's a good fear, actually. Yeah. I mean, because that's a realistic fear.
Not a good fear. Is fear good?
Say that again.
Is fear good?
Fear can be good.
Well, definitely.
Fear is healthy, actually.
Yeah.
Fear is healthy.
It's normal.
It's normal.
It's like, okay, you're an actual functioning human being.
Right.
If you're not scared of anything,
like
you're a sus boy.
Like fear, no, yes.
You're not scared, bro? That's weird.
It's actually the lack of fear that could be signs of something that's underlyingly wrong with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now we're going ahead of ourselves. So what about fear can be negative? What are some negative consequences of fear?
Real life negative consequences of fear.
Yeah.
Well, fear has effects on society and how society functions. So that's to your point, right, of fear of the unknown, there's a huge problem with the fear of not understanding people.
Yes.
So when you are fearful of what you don't understand, and fearful of the things that you don't relate to, that is the direct result of violence, of hatred.
Hate is the big one.
Hatred.
Gosh.
Hatred.
That's a great point.
100%. We see it time and time again. We've seen it throughout history. We all know society fears what they don't understand.
And they hate it.
Because
they don't get it.
They hate it.
And they hate it.
And hate causes rage. And rage results in deaths.
Yes.
Can result
in death. Literally. That's a great point.
Yeah.
Fear, unbeknownst to me, actually weakens your immune system and can cause cardiovascular damage. It could lead to accelerated aging and even premature death.
That's not surprising.
The potential effects of chronic fear are physically detrimental. It can cause headaches and migraines and muscle aches, body aches, chronic pain, difficulty breathing.
Why?
Because you're scared.
Because fear is linked with anxiety. That's why.
That's wild.
It really is.
But when you think about, like, what happens in your brain for you to be scared, the brain and the body, obviously your brain is in your body, so it's connected, but in terms of like the actual nerves,
right?
Just knowing that, it makes sense that you could experience 100%. Migraines and body aches and muscle aches because you're scared.
100%.
Like, I know when I get scared, I get hot.
Okay. Same, actually, me too.
I get hot and like I start to shake a little.
Interesting. I can't relate with the shakes. Okay? I don't shake.
But it's
I don't
a
quiver.
physical reaction.
No, yes, it's a physical
when
reaction.
when I'm scared.
When I'm scared, my hands get sweaty. And that brings up another fear. Fear of heights.
And that goes into common fears, right? Let's talk about common phobias.
That's true.
A fear of heights is a common human phobia.
And I don't like to say never, but I will say I do not foresee myself ever going zip lining.
Really?
Skydiving.
Well, skydiving is another belly of a beast.
No cap. My palms are sweaty right now talking about heights. Seriously.
Ew.
I'll never go on King to Ka because it's way too vertical of a roller coaster. I'm not having it. I'm fearful of heights.
Six Flags won't catch me on King to Ka. I know that's damn right. And I'm not even scared of heights.
You're not?
But that shit.
But wait,
nah.
so why won't you go?
Because that's too dramatic of a dip.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of heights because I will get on roller coasters and I will zip line.
Yeah, I'll get on roller coasters too.
I have entertained skydiving, but King to Ka won't see me.
No,
I know
it
that's
won't.
for sure.
They won't.
But
That's
yeah.
2 less people on the ride.
1 and 2.
Right.
I'm not going to be standing in line for hours waiting for my stomach to drop in 0.0007.
No, seriously though.
And I'm going to be actually scared that I'm going to fly out the damn thing. So the fact that I'm now looking up towards the sky, right? I'm completely vertical.
100. First of all,
it's a 100% vertical.
First of all, unnatural.
Right.
Okay. Unnatural.
So imagine you're in your house laying on your back. That's how you are going up the roller coaster, right? Then we get to the top and we shoot down. So from going to your back, so now we're going to imagine ourselves standing up, bending at our waist.
Right.
To
Hip
create
hinge.
to create a 90-degree angle.
Right.
That's me on the way down? Absolutely
in
not.
0.0005 seconds.
0.0005 seconds. I actually feel as though I'm going to fly out of my secure, quote unquote, harness. Because we all seen deaths from roller coasters and people be flying up them. Which is scary.
Sharice is over here cracking up.
I'm so sorry if you know somebody that's flown out of a roller coaster. I really am sorry. That sucks.
Wow.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it back.
Let's bring it
now
back.
I'm getting Final Destination 3 vibes. All right.
So we have heights as a common phobia.
Yeah.
Flying is another common phobia.
Yeah, that's actually so funny you brought up. Because the last flight I took...
Were you scared?
No. But I got off the plane and I was like, I could easily never fly again.
Yeah. Yeah,
Seriously.
I remember you saying that to me.
Seriously. Like, I wasn't scared in the moment, but was I saying a prayer or two? I was.
Yeah.
I was.
Was I
a little dog on the prairie? Yeah, I was. I was. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So I am not fearful of flying, but every time I'm on a plane, I'm like, I always think about how crazy it is.
Yes.
Transportation by flight.
Yes.
I think it's absolutely insane.
It's hard for my... Oh, I'm sorry. Continue.
I'm thousands of feet in the air, sitting as though... And you can't feel yourself moving.
No, you can't.
Despite turbulence, right?
Right.
But you're just chilling.
Yeah.
Thousands of feet in the air.
Yeah.
Going fast and far.
Yes.
You are...
And sometimes for hours at a time. Over water.
And I just always think about how crazy that is. But it doesn't scare me. I honestly like the feeling of taking off.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like a ride to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just sit and I'm just like, all right, I'm going to take a little nap and wake up.
Right.
But I know one of my best friends...
I could never do that again. Easily.
One of my best friends is extremely scared of flying.
That's under... Like, I see why. I can see why. I completely get that.
So, honestly, like, when we were traveling, it was honestly good that I wasn't afraid. Because you can't have... Okay, you go on a trip with 2 people and 2 out of 2 people are afraid to fly?
Well, no. First of all, that's not even a realistic scenario because y'all would rather road trip than fly.
Nah, but some people suck it up because they gotta go where they gotta go. Anywho.
Common
fear. We got heights, we got flying, and the last one, which I think is pretty common, is enclosed spaces. Claustrophobia.
Oh, 100%.
Claustrophobia.
Are you claustrophobic?
No. I'm
Neither
not.
am I.
But fun fact, doubling back to what I was talking about before when we made the little joke about the touch tunnel in the Liberty Science Center, it's a small tunnel, no light, and you touch your way through. You crawl.
Right.
We did this, I was in the 3rd grade, 4th grade.
Yeah.
I cried. Had
Did
to get out.
Oh, that's crazy.
Had to get out because
Wow.
I was scared.
Mhm.
Don't know if it was the lack of sight
Mhm.
or the enclosed space or the combination.
Or the fear of the unknown.
Right. Oh, that was probably it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny that you said that because have you ever seen those videos where
Have you
people are blindfolded and they're putting their hands in a box
Yes.
and they don't know what they're gonna
Yes,
touch?
yes.
Anything can feel crazy. And you don't know what it is
Yeah,
though.
so that was probably, wow. Look
Yeah.
at you reading me.
Yeah, no, I think that's exactly what it was. It's fear of the unknown.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
it's dark and you can't see.
Like my eyes are open and
your
I'm seeing
eyes
nothing.
are wide. It's giving me "Don't Breathe." You know what I mean?
Yes, yes.
That scene.
If you didn't see the movie Don't Breathe, you should see it. It's a great movie. Yeah, so that for me, that was extremely scary as a young child.
Oh, for sure.
Some people were like, "Yeah, let's do it again," and I was like, "Get me out of here!"
I never want to do it
I
again.
Yeah.
Do you have any other real life fears though?
Not really. No,
Yeah.
I don't have like the typical phobias. Like I'm not scared of clowns.
Right.
I'm not scared of heights.
Right.
I'm not scared of enclosed spaces.
Right.
I don't really have phobias. It's just for me, truly, the fear of the unknown. That
Yeah.
scares me a little bit.
Yeah. I kind of fear that. Well, it's not really a fear of mine, but I kind of my work ethic is tailored around this, where I don't want to look back at my life and realize, dang, I made so many decisions based off of fear because I was scared of the unknown. Sort of that. I for me, I think that is the root of it. Like scared of the unknown.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared of the unknown. So as mainly as far as my future.
And that is a solution to combat a negative consequence of fear.
What?
Fear will paralyze you.
Oh, 100%.
And it will,
really will.
stop you from making probably the best decisions of your life.
100%.
So you thinking about regret
Yeah.
can help you just leap into the unknown.
Right.
That's the solution right there.
100%.
Thinking of, well, I would rather do it than not.
Right, because going back to the consequences of fear, one of the consequences of fear is that it can negatively impact your decision making. So you start to make decisions in a reactive way instead of a proactive way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
People do that.
who wants to
often.
do that? Yeah, it's just like, that's why.
Myself included.
Yeah.
We're so reactive instead of proactive.
Yes. Yeah.
Very much reactive.
yeah.
A reactive society.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Exactly. And obviously that's not good.
Yeah. Another solution, since we're on solutions now,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
allow yourself to sit with your fear for a little bit.
That's true.
Because then if you sit and think, you may do just like you. Oh, I'm watching this movie, I'm so scared. But wait. There are 50,000 people behind the camera.
A breakdown. Break it down.
Yeah.
When you say stuff out loud, it's like, and then you get to the root of it, it's like, well, what is so bad about this worst case scenario?
Sit with it.
Sit with it.
Be comfortable with getting uncomfortable. I love that line. It's my favorite because it's the truth.
It is the truth.
You'll be uncomfortable for a little, allowing yourself to sit with that fear, but then it will be worth it.
Yeah. Because if you
Sit
break
with
it,
it for a
if you
second.
break it down, it can very well pass.
Yeah,
Like, oh
sit,
wow, like
think.
yeah.
So that's a tip.
Chill with it. Take it out to eat.
Another one is use humor. Use some humor to deflate your fears. I know I be doing that sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah, if I'm in a space where like there's a scary commercial or a scary movie, I try and like make it funny, like, haha. That girl's hair is like, her hair's messed up.
Does that work for you? It sounds like you still need to work through that.
It makes me
my
laugh and it
God.
makes me not as scared.
Well, when you look at anything on mute, it just looks dumb.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm the queen of muting the scary commercials. Nope. Not gonna hear that clap one more time. I'm gonna mute that, okay?
Not The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. The Conjuring, the haunting of blah, 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 blah. The freaking Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. I'm muting it, and then when it's mute, I'm like, ha, that's funny.
Right.
So I try and do that.
That's cool.
But and stop trying to freaking call me out, because maybe it might not work for me, but it may work for other people. So let the people soak up the tips, all right? Does that even work for you? It seems like you still need to work through some things.
Listen.
You got another solution for the people? A solution to combat the negative consequences of fear. Anything else?
I think we honestly I think we honestly touched on some pretty thought-provoking solutions.
Oh, 100%.
Just to sort of reverse engineer it.
Yeah.
And
I love that term.
Yeah.
Reverse engineer. Tell the people what it is for those who don't know.
yeah, I mean, to reverse engineer, it's more so to think of the solution first, or the outcome that you want first, and then working your way back to, okay, how are we going to get this outcome?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't want to be scared of the unknown, figure out what exactly about the unknown are you scared? Are you scared that you're going to be alone forever? Are you scared that you're never going to be financially stable? Are you scared that you're making the wrong decisions in your life? What exactly about the unknown, if that is, one of your fears about the unknown, you're scared of, and then reverse engineer so that you can actually figure out ways to combat that fear,
Or
so that
just
you're no longer scared.
Tell yourself unknown. Say, I'm going to do this, and then
Fair.
think it and believe it.
Fair point.
Jesus.
Fair point.
That's what I do,
Yeah.
because I'm scared of the unknown, but I'm like, okay, but I'm going to do X, Y, and Z, so I'm going to try and focus on that.
Absolutely.
I know I want to do X, Y, and Z, so it's just going to happen. How
Well,
it's going to happen, I don't know.
Do you remember that quote that you told me? It was like, accept what you can't change.
And change what you can't accept.
Yeah, that was good.
If you can't accept it, change it.
Yep.
Period.
Yep.
So, we talked about negative consequences of fear and what fear does to people.
Right.
Part 2, we're going to talk about a group of people who are fearful and fearless.
And
These
let me
people-
tell you, they were fearful. They were fearful.
Fearful. And then at the drop of a hat, they were fearless. It was like,
But why?
and who are they?
Ha ha ha.
That's right, folks. We talking about the Squid Game, okay?
So in part 2, we are breaking down the Squid Games, and we got some great content on that.
So spoiler. If you didn't watch the Squid Game, you already know part 2, episode 5.
Right.
Part 2 of Fear, episode 5 is going to be talking about the Squid Game. So watch it so you can hear what we have to say about
it.
the Squid Game. But that's been part 1. Please stay tuned for part 2. And we will actually catch you on the flippity flip.
Actually catch you on the flip.
Bye.
Peace out.
If you're enjoying the Twin Tapes, go ahead and subscribe to us on YouTube and follow our page on Anchor. Honestly, just tell a friend to tell a friend.
It's the Twin Tapes. We just made you do a double take.
Double take.
It's the Twin Tapes, and we sitting at a table for two.